Hey folks, my name is Franz Ferdinand VIII, and this is a Kwikset Model 980 deadbolt, which Kwikset calls this their keyed one-side a keyed one-side deadbolt. This is one of the keys that came with it, and if I turn it, then it doesn't have a problem. But just for a laugh, I'm gonna rekey it to this key right here. So anyway, not sure if you can see this, but that's actually a mark from a nail file. May not look like much, but I figured that since it marked up even that it scratched even with a nail file, I figured that this bolt will not stand a chance against bolt cutters. You know, like your average bolt cutter. Now, one thing that I kind of like about it is that this turn piece is actually sprung. Now, I'm going to temporarily take this apart from its Lego, from the housing that I built out of Legos. Here's one of its connecting screws. Take off the other one. Here's the other one. Turn piece element comes in two parts. A sort of reinforcement and the actual piece. Not really sure why, but that doesn't really seem all that good. Now this bolt is likely made out of might be made out of solid aluminium, but I could be wrong. Could be made out of a harder metal, or even or worse, a softer metal. The back set it rotates very freely, which I'm not sure if you might have problems there. Here's the housing. Here's the cylinder itself. Now, cylinder outside trim. Fit and finish. Fail. Watch what happens. It just falls apart. Here's the should I say the decorative trim. A sort of reinforcement, and yet a third for the bolt. I believe it would go in sort of like this, but I could be wrong. So yeah, that's the outside trim. Now for the cylinder, now for the smartkey cylinder, it's perfect when you want to, if you're frequently rekeying. So But what makes a smartkey cylinder an absolutely horrible, what makes the Kwikset smartkey cylinders absolutely horrible, even to the point where it is, should I say, unsafe, is that Kwikset did not even bother to cover up the sidebar. Literally, they did not even bother to cover up the sidebar. They figured it's like, well, it's like they figured like, well, nobody's gonna want it. It's like, well, nobody's gonna pick it. Nobody can pick this. Well, unfortunately, that has been proven wrong so countless times. In fact, you can find videos here on YouTube of other people picking the Kwikset smartkey cylinders open. Now, this cylinder here and the cylinder from the deadbolt, they both use the reverse sidebar mechanism, which when you insert the key, demonstrate. Okay, there. All right. So, like, when you insert the key, the sidebar drops. The sidebar drops out of a sort of pit. Or say, falls out of a pit. Should I say, sprung out of a pit, thus allowing the cylinder to turn. But, of course, Kwikset did not cover up the sidebar. They only covered up the outer parts, which pretty much makes the Kwikset smartkey cylinders deal breakers in my eye. So yeah. And last minute thing that I noticed. Here's a look at what holds this cylinder in. I noticed that it is not completely solid. And it's just that only like the bottom 55 to 60% is actually solid. Is like a solid circle. So, if Kwikset wanted to actually make this thing a bit more secure, I'd say a bit stronger than, for me personally, I think now if they wanted to make this thing much more pick resistant, then what Kwikset should have done was completely cover up the sidebar. It's like the reverse sidebar. But as far as I know, that ain't happening. That's only as far as I know. So if you actually kind of like this video, me showcasing some flaws, Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. So with that being said, until next time, drive safely. Here's one for you folks. Here's a riddle for you folks. Here's a question for you folks. What would you call a goo that's gray that you could easily get stuck in? Or even, do zombies eat popcorn with their fingers? The answer to the first one is Kwikset. And the answer to the second one is the answer to the second question is no, they do not, for they eat their fingers separate. Happy Halloween!